I'm going to react to a couple of short clips of Muslims living in Canada and what I think as a non-Muslim Canadian who's lived here my whole life. We'll just have an honest conversation about this. So let's just watch this first clip and then I'll react to it.
Struggling to pray at the amusement park. And this happened. This place used to have a multi-faith room here, but it's gone now. So now we had to look for a secluded place to pray, and we found this. We had to now look for the direction of prayer, of course. But then we realized this place had music playing.
This would have been a really nice place to pray if there was no music.
So our search continued until we found this place. They actually moved the prayer room to here now. This was perfect. They even had a separate entrance for men and women. Inside they had multiple prayer
Funny thing is, and I'll get to this in a moment. This is a special sink where they wash their feet because I guess you're supposed to do that before prayer. But anyway.
mats, and even a wudu station. Washing feet got a lot easier. The women's area is the same. Gotta make sure the shoes are off. It was very clean and had multiple prayer mats and our own wudu station.
Please don't come in here. It's the women's section only.
I love that it's private.
I'm so happy to have this wudu station in the women's section now, because now I can take my veil off to make wudu and I don't have to fear the fact that somebody can come in and watch me do it.
What happens if a man goes in the women's section like I did that one time?
The same thing that happened to you, we'll leave it at that.
They seem kind of funny, honestly. I mean, all right. So they're at Canada's Wonderland, our like biggest amusement park, looking around for a prayer room. They end up finding it. They have to pray 5 times a day. She's got to wear that. I guess that's not any of my business. I think most people think that. But a few questions like come to mind is, I mean, these are honest, good faith questions. Like, is the expectation that um, like public schools, hospitals, government buildings are like we're going to need to use tax dollars to like pay for these type of rooms and accommodate this stuff that most people really don't want. I mean, it does seem like it's pushing that religion in like into a main part of secular society where the other ones just sort of for the most part like do it in the church or the synagogue rather than out in um out in public, I guess. Like how big of a deal is that? What's sort of the hope, the expectations? Like so far I'm not that bothered, but it's definitely a cultural difference and it's something, you kind of wonder where it's going. This other one I wanted to react to. I'll just react. It's very short. Watch this.
If you think this is bad, wait until you use one of these.
I don't know. I don't get the joke. I don't know if it is a joke. Like, wait till you try that. I think that's like a special foot washing. I don't know, not jug. Like I don't know, like something to pour water in your feet. The funny thing is, I didn't know about this until recently. We were in Mississauga. I was with my very young son, and we just like stopped off the highway. We are gonna grab something to eat, and then we went to like a public bathroom. There's a really nice mall, nice public bathroom. My son's like, "Look at that, Dad." The guy is like washing his feet in the sink. I thought maybe it was an emergency, like it's just very rare to do that. And then I went home and read about it, and it was this kind of scene where I guess if you're gonna pray, you got to wash your feet in the sink, and doing that in a public bathroom. I mean, I don't know, like what percentage of people want to do that or think that's normal or think, big malls are supposed to pay for these other foot washers or, how accommodating is everybody going to be because it's different. This isn't like a hate thing. I don't hate it, but I don't know. I'm just going to sort of leave the comments. Um, I'm not going to like say exactly what I personally think too much. I'm just sort of gonna leave the like comment yourself. I'm curious what everybody thinks of this kind of thing. I just wanted to just sort of share some viewpoints, share what's going on, and hopefully you can educate me on it. Like, subscribe, the whole thing, and we'll see you in the next video.